In this video, we are going to learn how to solve problems involving basic percentages for the maths. After going through this video, I guarantee you that you'll be able to deal with basic percentages for your maths. So these percentages is under rate of change. Okay, so you ensure to stay to the very end of this video. As usual, I'll give you guys practice question at the end of the video to test your knowledge on this. Okay, so percentages very important. Now, having known that, let's go into the details of the video. Okay, now let's begin with the percentage that involves x% of y. X% of y. Now note that percent means out of 100. Remember this, and you will easily be able to convert percentages into fractions and decimals. Percent means what? Out of 100. Always remember this. For this example one, let's say we are dealing with x% of y. Let's say we are given, for instance, 15% of 48 pounds means 15 over 100 times 48. Okay, so that's basically what it means. So when you divide this, you're going to have, if you punch this in a calculator, you're going to have, let me punch it on my calculator, but let's break it down. Now 15 times 48 will give us 720. Okay, over, now we have 100. This will cancel this, so 72 divided by 10 will give us 7.2. Okay, let's add 0 pounds. Alright, so this E, let me write it where 7.2 pounds. Okay, so that's what it means. 15% of 48 pounds will give an output of 7.2 pounds. So when you break it down, simplify the mathematics, this is what we're going to have, 7.20 pounds. Okay, so that's for x% of y. That's why it is. Now look at another scenario involving basic percentage. Now this time around, let's look at percentage increase or decrease. Percentage increase or decrease. Okay, now this is very important. This is a kind of basic percentage problem you will see in your maths already, because it's more technical than the first one we solved and looked at. Now take note that for percentage increase or decrease, this time you first need to find the multiplier, the decimal that represents the percentage change. For example, when you have something like 5% increase, when there is a 5% increase, remember this is an example, first you need to find the multiplier. So you find the multiplier of the percentage change. Okay, so basically in this 5% increase, let's take now, or let's agree that the multiplier of the percentage change is 1. Okay, so 5% increase of 1 basically means 1 plus 5 over 100, and 5 over 100 is 0.05. okay, so when you add it to this, it's going to be 1 plus 0.05, which gives us what? 1.05. So that basically how to deal with this kind of problem. Okay, now what if we are asked to find, we have something like 26% decrease in the question. Alright, now firstly find a multiplier. Let's agree now in the question the multiplier there is 1. So 20% decrease of that multiplier that is 1 will be 1 minus, we are talking about decrease now, 1 minus 26 over 100. So when you do the math, 26 over 100 will give us 0.26. We have it to be 0.26. Okay, so now that we have this, the next thing we do now would be to subtract it from 1. So we're going to have 1 minus 0.26, which will give us 0.74. okay, so that would be the value to this question. Note that a percentage increase has a multiplier greater than 1, whereas a percentage decrease has a multiplier less than 1. Alright, in this scenario or in this situation. Okay, now let's look at a more practical question on this. Let's wipe this. Okay, now let's look at this question. Very interesting. It says A toaster is 38 pounds, excluding VAT. VAT is paid at 20%. What is the price of the toaster, including VAT? This time around, now we are dealing with a percent increase or percentage increase. Now, firstly, before you find the price of the toaster, including VAT, let's find the amount of the VAT that is paid. Okay, the amount of the VAT of this toaster money. So to get it, it's going to be 20%, that's 20 over 100 times 38 pounds. So when you break this down, since this here 5, so you're going to have 38 divided by 5. So when you punch in your calculator, you're going to have 7.6 pounds. Alright, so the VAT money is 7.6 pounds. Now to get the price of the toaster, including VAT, that's we are doing a percentage increase. Alright, so the money will increase now because we're adding the VAT. Here, VAT was excluded. This time around now, we want to include the VAT. So the VAT money is 7.6 pounds. So to add it to this 38 pounds, it's going to give us 38 plus 7.6. So when you punch in your calculator, you're going to have 45.60 pounds. So that will be the answer to this question. It's as simple as that. Okay, now let's wipe this and look at how to deal with a problem involving expressing x as a percentage of y. And after looking at this basic percentage problem, I'll give you guys a practice question on this before we call it a class. Let's wipe this. Now, let's note this regarding expressing x as a percentage of y. When you are dealing with x as a percentage of y, okay, basically that express x as a percentage of y. And basically what it means is that you should divide x by y and then multiply 100. That's x over y times 100 over 1. Okay, for instance, 209 as a percentage of 400 will be 209 over 400 times 100 over 1. Okay, so that is basically what it means. So when you divide it with your calculator, then punch it everything. So when you punch it, you're going to have 52.25%. Okay, so this is 5. Alright, so this is what we're going to have. Now, note that if x, for instance, if the numerator x is bigger than y, you will get a percentage that is bigger than 100. Whereas if the numerator, this x, is less than the denominator y, you will get a percentage that is less than 100. Okay, so that's basically what you have to know. Let's wipe this and look at a more practical question under expressing x as a percentage of y. Okay, so let's wipe this. Okay guys, now let's look at this question. Very interesting question. It says there are 480 pupils in a school. 55% of them are girls and 59 of the girls have bloody hair. What percentage of the girls have bloody hair? This kind of problem, firstly, we need to get the number of girls out of these 480 pupils we have. So to simply get the number of girls out of these 480 pupils we have, it says 55% of them are girls. So to get the number of girls, the actual number of girls, is going to be, to convert this 55% into values, going to be 55 over 100 times 480 over 1. Okay, please cancel this. 5 will cancel, 10, that's 2. 5 will cancel this, that's 11. 2 cancel this, 1. 2 cancel this, that's 24. So 24 times 11, if you punch in the calculator, you're going to have 264. Alright, so out of 480 pupils in that school, we have 264 girls. That means the rest will be boys. The rest of the number out of this 480 will be boys. Okay, since girls is now 264, let's go ahead and find the percentage of the girls that have bloody hair. Okay, to begin with, since we have the population to be 264, and the question says 59 of these girls' population have bloody hair. That means to get the percentage of the girls that have bloody hair, it's going to be very simple. 59 over this population of the girls, 264 times 100 over 1. Okay, So when you punch this straight on the calculator, you're going to have, or if you want to break it down to show working, 59 times 100 will give us 5,900 over 264. So when you break this down, then punch it on the calculator, it's going to give us the percentage of the girls that have blonde hair. Okay, so when you punch it, you're going to have 22.348484. All right, you keep having recurring decimal. So let's simply put this in 2 decimal places. If you answer in 2 decimal places, when you do it, this 8 is up to 5. You approximate it as 1, put it in this 4. So it's going to be 22.35%. So 22.35% of the girls out of this population of them 264 have blonde hair. Okay, so that's basically how to deal with this problem. So now we looked at how to approach or solve basic percentage problems. Now let's wipe this. Let me give you guys a practice math exam question on this topic, and after it we call it a class. Okay guys, look at this question. It says, very interesting question. A cricket team scored 250 runs in their first innings. One player scored 30% of these runs. In the second innings, the same player scored 105 runs. Express his second innings score as a percentage of his first innings score. Alright, so now feel free to pause this video and see if you can figure this out or attempt it. Okay, let's do it together. Now, the first thing you have to do is to find the value of the first innings of the player that scored this 30%. To convert this 30% of these ones, that's these ones of the cricket team. The cricket team scored 250 runs in their first innings. Alright, so to get the 30% of these ones, that these 250 ones, you simply do 30 over 100 times 250 over 1. So when you punch this on a calculator, alright, so when you simplify this, so 25 times 3 give us 75. So 30% of these ones of the cricket team will give us 75. Now the question went further and said, in the second innings, the same player scored 105 runs. Express his second innings score as a percentage of his first innings score. Very simple. Now that we have the runs in the first innings of that player, that one player, we can go ahead and find the express his second innings score as a percentage of his first innings score. So to do that, all you have to do will be, you will begin by doing this. That's the same player scored 105 runs. That should be the ones of that player's second innings. That's 105 over the ones of the same player first innings. That's 105 over 75 times 100 over 1. Alright, so when you simplify this, then punch on the calculator. So when you punch everything on the calculator, you're going to have 140%. Okay, so this will be the expression of his second innings score as a percentage of his first innings score. It's as simple as that, guys. So we learned something interesting from this video. Now, if you are new to the channel, ensure you check the description of this video below. You see link to our Telegram channel. Click on it and join our Telegram channel for instant notifications. Also, ensure you are subscribed to this channel by hitting the subscribe button for more videos like this. Like, share, and comment on this video. Tell me how you feel, what I learned from this class. If you seem to have any specific questions to ask regarding these basic percentage problems, feel free to leave a question in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to give you a response. That's it for this class, guys. Thanks for watching. Now, click on the end screen above, and I'll see you in the next video.